But I just received an email before I came, and I'm sure that some of you haven't gotten it, and I think this is warrants being read. So I'd like to read it. It's from Marius Maxwell. I am a practicing neurosurgeon. It's a statement in support of Resolution 275. I am a practicing neurosurgeon and have had 30 years of basic and clinical neuroscience research experience while training at Cambridge, Oxford, and Harvard universities, being at the latter institution for 14 years. I have a PhD in the molecular genetics of brain tumors and experienced the extraordinary advances in imaging and other neuroscience technologies on a daily basis as I treat my patients with a wide variety of degenerative, neoplastic, and traumatic brain and spinal disease. I am therefore, frankly, both mystified and saddened by this attempt by the University of Wisconsin-Madison researchers to seek approval for a study using an outdated monkey model in maternal deprivation experiments when so many new technologies are at their fingertips which study those very human victims of this trauma. As a single example of such a new technology, I follow the exploding functional MRI literature closely and found 13,600 results when I searched maternal deprivation and functional MRI a short time ago on Google Scholar. Functional MRI is a powerful technique that allows visualization of anatomic changes in brain chemistry that occur in real time in response to maternal deprivation and other devastating events. It is most useful when applied to human subjects. It is one of several powerful research avenues used to non-invasively study the traumatic and long-lasting effects of humans who have suffered the most profoundly cruel event of maternal deprivation. There are many other examples well suited to the clinical neuropsychological research of those unfortunate people who bear the lifelong scars of maternal deprivation. Biomedical research is currently moving with the times and experiencing a sea change in leaving the use of animals to model human disease processes. Many recent meta-analytic studies have shown absolute failure of animal model experimental data to translate to the human clinical conditions. Predictably, though, animal researchers who can do nothing else but animal research repeatedly attempt to promulgate their demonstrably flawed models. It is an embarrassing, repetitive spectacle of naked self-interest seeking to trump ethics and truth. A researcher who has used animal models for his or her career will resist forced adaptation of new and valid research techniques because they have no other background in such cutting-edge technologies such as MRI, with which to demonstrate proficiency and experience before grant funding committees. Their grants will therefore not be funded, and their careers and livelihoods will be abruptly curtailed. This is the animal researcher's problem today in 2014. This sheer pecuniary and professional self-interest of a few researchers at the UW-Madison to pursue outdated and invalid monkey maternal deprivation studies must not be allowed by the university department involved or by its board of regents. Why does the UW-Madison persist in missing the wave of new technological research in order to languish in a fetid backwater of outdated animal model usage? The Dane County Supervisors must act now by approving Resolution 275 and place UW-Madison on a new path of valid, ethical, and clinically beneficial research endeavor. UW-Madison is entrusted with educating a new generation of researchers, hopefully one which justly spurns these antiquated, invalid, and patently cruel animal models. This new generation must also be imbued with a deep and irredeemable sense of the ethics and morality of science, something completely lacking in the current crop of UW-Madison researchers if this reprehensible issue is representative of the institution as a whole. To subject,
about 15 seconds.
I've got 2 sentences.
Okay.
To subject infant monkeys to maternal deprivation experiments when so many new modalities exist to study human beings who are able to articulate their lifelong anguish and participate willingly in experiments with MRI and drug trials if they emerge is simply unacceptable. Last sentence. The student body and faculty of UW-Madison will suffer greatly by association if this cruel and unnecessary monkey maternal deprivation study is approved, both through lost opportunities of cutting-edge technology experiences and by donning the dark shroud of invalid and immoral animal research.